Hey Gemini, welcome to your August 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started. Now the August mid-month reading is anytime you're seeing this video. It's from now until the end of the month, so you can apply it whenever you watch it. So let's go ahead and take a look here, Gemini. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you'll be able to purchase a reading. Let's see what's going on here, Geminis. All right, I like this Wheel of Fortune being in your future position here. Some of you may be wondering, there could be certain worries with this Nine of Swords being in your current energy, certain stresses here, questions that you're having about the future and whether or not things will be okay or things will turn in a positive way. I think they're going to turn out a lot better than you expect. I even see in your position of what you're hoping for, the Nine of Cups. It's like you're hoping, right? It's like you're literally hoping for like a blessing. You're hoping for something to go in a positive way, right? Something that's going to make you feel more settled, make you feel more content, right? Make you feel more relaxed here, because I do see here in your current energy there's some things that are stressing you out. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. In the position of where your power lies this week is the Hangman. The Hangman can point to, it's the ability to be able to observe. He hangs from the tree of knowledge, right? Detached from outcome. Now, of course, we desire certain outcomes, right? But then the Hangman represents the ability to not get attached to like the little minor details of things, or getting attached to the stresses or the fears or the anxieties. The Hangman wants you to, be the observer of your situation, right? And not let these things have control over you. And the Hangman as well is also, you're very intelligent, right? You have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of understanding here. And I'm also seeing you have you have very strong intuition as well. It's interesting. I feel like your intuition is almost telling you like to do something, or I'm almost hearing that like your intuition is telling you to do something here. And also your intuition is telling you that things will actually be okay, but your mind is like going against that. It's like, well, what happened, right? Or, this could happen, or this could happen, or that could happen. And I'm really seeing the Hangman, where your power lies is your ability to be able to surrender, listen to your intuition. Don't get attached to the fears and the anxieties, because I think things are going to turn out well here, Gemini, in your reading. Yeah, the Ace of Wands here for the overall energy for the rest of the month. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is passion, it's joy, it's the spark of motivation and inspiration. You're wanting to get started with something, and I just see in general, it's like you really want to embody more like life, right? And I feel like a lot of you here are like really wanting to just embrace a more joyful, more abundant, more inspired, more motivated, you're wanting to bring that approach, and you're wanting to connect to that in your life. It's like you don't want to be in this stress energy, you don't want to be in this anxiety energy, right? It's like you want to just be able to feel like you're turned on by life. You have the Nine of Swords here in your current energy at this time, and this is the stress and the anxiety, right? And I feel like there's a lot of fears here that you're having at this time. The Nine of Swords is telling us that we can't control everything, right? And sometimes it's even hard to control our minds and control our thoughts. But what we can do is pick a thought, a positive thought to meditate on, to contemplate on, rather than a negative. I know it's a lot more easier said than done, but I'm seeing that's something that could really help you in your situation, is like trying to focus on the positive here and look at the big picture of things. You do have the Nine of Cups here in the position of where your hopes lie. Yeah, I think your hopes is like you're praying for a blessing, right? You're wanting things to turn out positive here with your situation, because even when it comes to your challenge, the Ten of Cups, it's like the Ten of Cups is the overall emotional and spiritual happiness, right? And feeling that deep connection and that deep meaning when it comes to life, and feeling like you can surrender and be in the world and participate in life without that stress, without those worries, without that anxiety, right? So I'm seeing that's what you're striving toward at this time, and that's what you're wanting to seek out for yourself. You do have the Hierophant here as the advice, and we'll get to the future here in a second, the Wheel of Fortune. But you have the Hierophant as the advice, and the Hierophant is the tried and tested methods of things, right? Like sometimes I preach a lot about, sometimes like we need to be unconventional, like breaking out of like a conventional way of things that's not working, right? But there are like certain things that we can rely upon, right? That whether it's wisdom or whether it's knowledge or whether it's like it's support, just things that are reliable. Like your advice here at this time is to rely upon the things that will be reliable here, that are going to be able to guide you in the right direction or point you in the right direction here. And it's interesting too, because the Hierophant is sacred knowledge, and you pulled that Hangman here, which is like the spiritual knowledge as well. And so I'm seeing a lot of you here are very intuitive, very wise, have a deep sense of spiritual wisdom as well. And this is about, being your own practitioner of those things. This is about implementing those things, practically applying those things here. And if you've been doing that, keep doing that here, because this is what's going to cultivate your strength and what's going to cultivate your faith here. You have the Wheel of Fortune here in the future position, so I think things are turning out better than you expect, right? Wheel of Fortune is always a good card in the future. So it represents positivity, it represents growth, it represents opportunity as well if you've been looking for certain opportunities, and a good positive transition when it comes to the turn of events of things. And you have the Temperance here in the outcome. And the Temperance in the outcome is bringing back in that temperate energy, bringing back in the harmony, the joy, feeling the reconnection to life, feeling the reconnection to your enthusiasm, to your happiness, to your bliss. I'm also seeing you learning something very deep here. And I think you are, at this time, Gemini, are really going through a lot of growth, like on a soul level. And that makes a lot of sense. You have Jupiter in your sign right now in Gemini, right? So Jupiter's in your sign, and Jupiter is a planet of wisdom, of growth, expansion, positivity, opportunity, luck. So there's a lot here when it comes to your being, that your being is growing and expanding. And some of these things are happening so fast and so rapid that you're like, whoa, So I feel like the universe is saying here, like all these things that are changing and shifting are helping you grow and evolve. You pulled the Eight of Cups here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of. Now this is going to be very important, because even with the astrology right now, Jupiter is squaring Saturn, right? Jupiter in Gemini, that's in your sign, is squaring Saturn in Pisces, and the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. And this square is trying to make us really align our intentions with what our spiritual truth is. And the way this Eight of Cups can manifest, as an example, is like someone who goes the corporate route, but their whole life they wanted to be an artist, or their whole life they maybe wanted to be, a tarot reader, or they wanted to pursue something else. But they kind of sold themselves out to something that, yes, it provided for them, or they thought it would provide a sense of maybe stability or materially, and it could, but on the spiritual level, on the emotional level, it was something that never satisfied them. And so the Eight of Cups teaches the lesson of really reconnecting to your soul and letting go of the things that aren't in alignment with you spiritually. And the Eight of Cups is about seeking out what's going to divinely and spiritually fulfill you. You did pull this Sun card. It says Spirit. So I think the universe at this time is encouraging you here to really connect to your being, right? To really connect to your spirit and to allow yourself to express yourself. And the Sun is symbolic of warmth and positivity, like in the tarot. So this is really about your own happiness at this time, and really reconnecting to your own individuality and self-expression, and just the things in general, like I said, that bring you joy. You pulled this Life is an expression. Life is more than existing. And for some of you, you may be in this energy of like, man, like I've been wasting time, or I don't want to keep wasting time anymore. Like I want to actually pursue things that ignite my fire, things that bring in that energy of me feeling more connected to life and feeling connected to the things that I'm doing or wanting to do. So, and I feel like this is your moment here, and this is your time, especially with Jupiter in your sign, Gemini, to really grow and expand into the type of person you want to be and live the type of life that you want to live. You pulled this Bring Love into the situation here. Yeah, and it's like, I'm getting this energy intuitively to where there's these certain things that you want to do, but it takes you outside of your comfort zone. And you may be fearing like the rejection of others, or people's opinions, or negativity from others. But, I think we feel like sometimes, I feel like people can actually be really nice and be very supportive. Yes, I know that people could be very negative and very mean, but I think for the most part, it's like the things that you're wanting to connect to, it's like you could really open yourself up here and show the world like the real you and connect to people on that heart space level to start co-creating what it is that you want in your life. Let's clarify your reading here, Gemini. Clarify the Hangman here. Clarify the Hangman in the position of something that where your power lies this week. Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. And the Hangman, Queen of Pentacles is really letting go of, I gotta keep it real, Gemini. You want the truth because you're a sign of truth, so I'm gonna give you the truth. The Queen of Pentacles can represent the material reality. The Hangman is the spiritual reality. And this is about realigning your goals or realigning things that are more in alignment with what you want spiritually, not what's gonna give you, material success. The material success will come. Trust me, Spirit will take care of you when you're aligned with your spirit and your being and you're following your destiny. So, and I think where your power lies this week is your ability to be able to be observant and to recreate things and reorient your consciousness toward things that are going to spiritually and emotionally fulfill you when it comes to the things that you want to create. You pulled the Page of Wands here on this Ace of Wands for the overall energy. My camera's a little blurry. This Mercury retrograde has been fucking with it. So yeah, I'm going to blame it on Mercury. I'm going to blame it on your planet, Gemini. You have the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands here for the overall energy for you for the rest of the month. And yeah, this is about getting started. It's the call of a venture, right? It's taking the initiative on the things that you're passionate about, starting to get underway with a creative process. And it's like once we start that creative process and we're doing something we actually want to do, pleasure is then brought into what we're doing and it makes everything worthwhile. But like when we're working on something we don't want to work on, it's like it's not very pleasurable. And then we feel drained by it. Then we feel like, it's, you just don't, you don't feel as happy. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups in the position of your hopes and your fears. You pull the Five of Swords here with the Nine of Cups. I think your hopes at this time is to finally be able to let go of the past. And I'm seeing you here also hoping that you can really disconnect from certain things that you may be attached to at this time to be able to allow yourself to surrender and open up to something new, right? Something that's going to satisfy you more. Clarify the Nine of Swords in your current energy. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah, you have so many ideas, Gemini. It's crazy, right? Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles in your current energy. It's like you want to create something new here, right? You want to put something together. The Nine of Swords, you're like, I don't know which way to do it or how I should do it, and that's where that Hangman comes in. It's just where your power lies is what spiritually feels right, and that's in alignment with your core essence and your soul, and that's part of your own individuality and authenticity, because that's the answer here to what you're trying to create. Clarify the Ten of Cups in the challenge. You pull the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, I think your challenge at this time is you're hoping for something to come together successfully, right? And you're hoping to get the most out of what you're doing, right? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune here in the future position. You pull the Page of Swords. Some of you could be having communication come your way or some type of insight or revelation. I get with this Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing for some of you, if you've been really maybe looking for employment, or if you've been looking for jobs or opportunities, right? Whether it's something externally or with it's inside yourself, wanting to create some form of opportunity, you're getting some type of insight here, Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, that's going to open up a new door here for you and be able to make that transition that you're wanting to make. So, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords is good communication come your way, or good news. Clarify the the Eight of Cups here in the position of something you're unaware of. Yeah, that Sun card with the Eight of Cups, you embarking upon your own vision quest in life and following what your soul wants, the Sun card, following what's going to bring you that happiness here. And it is about making sure that everything that you're doing is spiritually in alignment with your core essence and who you are as an individual and who you are when it comes to your being, and not selling yourself out or selling yourself short or doing something that you just don't want to do. because it's important to stick to your vision quest right now, something that you're unaware of, because you're cultivating a deeper sense of spiritual connection to your being. And the way that is going to get developed is through following your intuitive insights, following what your soul is saying. And that hangman here can represent a energy of meditation, stillness, the ability to be able to contemplate and observe. And if you've been having these deeper questions and you've been facing this force field of an invisible like restriction on these things to gain a deeper sense of awareness, this is where like I feel meditation can really help you, or just having some form of stillness to be able to reflect or do introspection. Clarify that Hierophant here as your advice. You pulled the Seven of Swords here. The Hierophant, the Seven of Swords can be, I think it's encouraging you here to be open to different types of beliefs and values at this time. Sometimes we can have like these certain biases or certain judgments toward things, and maybe it can be sometimes because we just don't understand it fully, right? Or maybe it was just like programmed into us when we were younger. And so this Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, is saying like, try to embrace other people's values, or try to embrace other values, different ways of learning, or learning newer things that are there for you to support you. It's almost in a way, sometimes it's like our biggest obstacle sometimes is just letting go of our preconceived judgments with things, and allowing ourselves with the Seven of Swords to be like open-minded, and to be have more of an eclectic mind, right? To be able to take in newer ideas or information, beliefs, values, and then we assimilate it the way we want to assimilate it, that resonates with us. It's like taking what is useful and discarding what is not, and coming up with your own principles, right? Coming up with your own structures of support. Yeah, the Temperance, Page of Pentacles here in the outcome. So something here that you're producing or putting together. I'm also seeing like you've been seeking out any type of opportunity. I'm hearing like employment or with work, career, or anything in that realm. Page of Pentacles and the Temperance is something that you've been waiting for, patiently coming to you, especially with that Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords here. But something here, because we go from the Ace of Pentacles in your current energy to the Page of Pentacles in the outcome, which is something here as being built, put together, that seed's been planted, and now this is the first, blooming, or the first bud that sprouts. And the Temperance card is saying for you to attend to it, nurture it, and keep cultivating and creating it, because I'm seeing here this is going to be something that you're going to be valuing, and something that is going to increase the quality here of your life and what it is that you're working on. And I think things are going to turn out a lot better than you expect. And the universe is saying here to not fear, because like you have so many ideas, or you just want to get started with things, but it's almost like you're scattered. You're like, well, where do I start? What do I start? And it's just about, okay, what is spirit telling me to do? What is my intuition telling me to do? Like, what feels in alignment with my core authenticity and individuality? And it's doing it and creating it the way you want to do it. And that's what's really going to help you cultivate on a bigger spiritual level, that deeper spiritual connection to your being, to be able to really open up your self-expression, your creativity, your happiness, and your joy, and to understand who you are more as an individual. So, deep reading, Gemini. So I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can purchase a reading. I would love to do a reading if you want one. Any question you have, I'll answer. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your videos. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, in that, Gemini, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Gemini.